Hey, Mudster. Welcome to the Super Bear Sunday live chat. I'm still kind of getting things set up here. I'm going to try to get the live chat going off of YouTube. And then we'll be golden. All right. I think we got this going now. All right, there we go. Hey, there's Custom Wheel Horse, Lucky, Go-Karts. What's up, everybody? Willie's even in here. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the Super Bear Sunday. Nate, that chain tensioner on your mini bike looks awesome, dude. Yeah, straight pipes on a 12 valve Cummins. Yeah, that'll definitely mess up your hearing. So, I'm not expecting a big turnout tonight since the Super Burrito Bowl. I'm not just saying that, Nate. That thing does look cool, man. I think it's going to work out great for you, especially with the bearing and stuff in there. It ain't going to wear out like if you use like a rubber roller or a plastic roller or anything. Yeah, I almost went to Chipotle and got one of the Super Bowl things, but I went to my nephew's birthday party and he turned 20, so better food there. So I did post a link in the hangout boxes there if anybody wants to join in, or actually I'll just paste one right here. There you go. If anybody wants to come up on the panel. So. I used to tape the Super Bowl just so I could watch the commercials, but now with all the media outlets, you can watch all the commercials after the game's over anyway, so I don't even pay attention to them. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Actually got pretty nice here today. It got the 51 today on my way home. I told my nephew I had to head out so I could do my live stream. He told me he said just do it from here. I said I don't have a laptop. I'm not one of the privileged ones yet. A couple years I will be. I see Lucky down there in the bottom. Bring him up. Yeah, Lucky.
What's going on, guy? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
You work on anything today?
Nope, just did some housework and some laundry and helped a friend of mine move some bookshelves that they bought off a buy-sell trade. And I after talking to the lady, that was selling them. She buys estate sales, does
Yep.
estate sales.
Yep.
And I'll bet you any amount of money, if we would have contacted her today about them, we could have got them for free.
Wow. Yeah, I like estate sales.
Well, everything had to be out of the house by the end of the day today.
Oh, wow.
And she had 2 people back out of getting them in the last week because they were probably 7 foot tall, 3 feet wide, and the 2 side pieces were probably 1.5 feet deep, and the center section was probably 30 inches deep. And they were all solid wood. They weren't the cheap, particle board junk. So that was fun getting them into my 6 foot long bed truck.
I just got yelled at for eating all the brownies today.
I didn't yell at you.
Yeah, you didn't yell at me. You said, "Are you kidding me?" Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding you. Don't make them so good, woman, or we wouldn't eat them all.
Exactly.
I'll have to make my own.
There you go. Hey, Drifty.
What's up, Willie? Monster.
That's one drawback about living alone. I don't make brownies and cakes and stuff like that.
She makes usually a whole pan of brownies, and they're gone probably, by the end of the day. Yeah. The cheesecake she makes, I usually eat that in one sitting. I can't help it. She cooks good. I did my hot burn city today. Cooked that. I usually cook it at least once a year.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Hey, Patch. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. That's basically pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, homemade sauce, spices, and then you put it on a torpedo roll.
I know we'll give you shits for days.
It's called Hot Burn City.
Hey, there's Polly. Polly, safe travels, buddy. Hope to hear from you soon once you get over there and get settled in.
What's going on, Paul? Brother from Alabama.
Polly's
Yeah,
heading to the
yes.
Philippines.
Yep, Paul, you get a chance to look at that video I did today. Hot Burn City. You'll like it. You might end up cooking it.
Hey, Paulie, how long you planning on being over there? I know you got an apartment over there. You talking like a year or more, or 6 months, or? If he's still in here. Yeah.
I know he has family out there.
Okay, so you'll only be over there a couple weeks. All right. I can't believe I walked out of the house today and forgot my thermos here. Had my coffee cup, didn't have my thermos.
Yeah. What's up, Eric? Hey, did you have your breakfast, Ed?
No, actually, I didn't get a breakfast this morning.
Yeah, because usually pop on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl made me breakfast. I had pancakes, blueberry pancakes,
Bacon sauce.
half a pound of bacon, an egg, and some sausage.
I didn't sleep very well last night, so I kind of slept in. I didn't get up till 7 this morning, and I started doing some stuff and never even thought about it until like noon. So,
I hear you about to sleep.
that's the weird thing. I was in that live stream with Brandon last night, and it was all I could do to keep my eyes open. I went in the kitchen, shut stuff down, walked in, laid in bed, and within 15 minutes, I was wide awake, like I'd taken a 3-hour nap.
Wow.
And I was wide awake until about 3 o'clock this morning. So I dozed off for a couple hours and woke up for about an hour and back to sleep, and finally got up about 7 and started doing stuff. Nate, he's getting ready to, he just said he was leaving to go to the airport to go to the Philippines. Him and his wife.
That must be nice though. Nice
Yeah, it would.
up there.
It'd be nice if you had family or something there that would show you something besides the tourist traps.
I think he does have family, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly, he did say he had family out there.
Yeah, his wife has family. That's where her family's from. That's where they're going.
Yep. So I guess I was right then.
Yep. He was talking about her brother or something still lives there, I think. And he's gonna take him around and show him around.
Yeah.
Don't hop in the shower. You might slip and fall, buddy. Just stand there.
I got your stream up. Your stream. And then I got his stream up.
Wow, cool.
2 streams at once.
Well, with this laptop, about all I can do is just do one live stream.
Yeah. Well, I got the home PC that runs, and then the laptop I take home on the weekends. I usually have that at work anyway. So
yeah, I want to get another laptop for out in the garage and something I can take with me to places. But
yeah, check out the pawn shops. They're fairly decent. This one here I got brand new a couple years ago, but the guy I work with, he picked up a laptop for his son. It was like $150, but yet he brought the specs in for me to take a look at it, and I was like, I couldn't believe, had like a 2 gig hard drive in it, and for a laptop, that was unbelievable.
The IT department where I work at, they get not used, well, they're used, but decommissioned. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Decommissioned ones from work. And they have a company that buys them off of them, but they can sell them too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm going to check with them. I'm pretty good friends with some of the guys up in there, and they wouldn't sell me a piece of junk. So
yeah.
Because when I bought this one, I bought this laptop brand new. I was telling the one guy about it, and he's like, "Why didn't you come see us?"
Yeah, this most of the times when they say you can't purchase them, it's only because they don't want you to have the hard drive. So a lot of these companies, they'll pay a company to pick up these laptops, decommission them, and then they'll go and put like new hard drives in there with new software and stuff, and then they'll sell them, or they'll donate them to like Salvation Army or certain places, and they'll make some money. But as far as like the bigger corporate stuff, decommission, they strip it right down and get the gold out of it and stuff,
Well, here they decommission them right here before the other company comes and gets them.
Yeah.
Just because of the nature of what we have access to through our intranet, they don't want any chances of anybody being able to backdoor back into our system. So
yeah,
they completely decommission them and wipe them and everything.
What's this? Said he only had carrots. I guess he enjoyed my video I made today. It's basically a pizza on the bun, but it has over 6 pounds of pepperoni in the crock pot.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, with 4 pounds of mozzarella cheese.
I just gained 2 pounds. Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting a big crowd tonight here. So
Yeah, I do know I'll probably stay on for a while and then probably hit the sack. I got work in the morning. That's what I hate about Sundays. I hate Sundays.
Yep.
Because the next day is Monday is work.
Yeah.
It could be Saturday for Saturday and Saturday, a 3-day. Then it goes to Sunday, it'll be good.
Yep. Well, see, that's why I didn't start doing my live streams on Saturdays, because that's the day we used to pull on, Saturday nights, and Sunday was just a rest day or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take Sundays. Well,
yeah.
Now I pull on Sundays, so
Yep.
Instead of Saturdays. So.
Oh, this is the same thing. Once my season starts getting busy and stuff, I'm not gonna be doing too many excuse me. Excuse me. Too many live videos on Saturday,
Yeah.
I'll be up north. But since winter time's here, might as well.
I hear you.
Been watching this thing on me and Cheryl's been watching on Netflix. It's another Netflix TV series. It's Don't Believe, I think it's called. She's not in the room, so I'll get the name for you in a minute. It's about this serial rapist. And last I know, they caught him, but yet didn't go through the court process, and been dying to watch the rest of it, but I really haven't sat down and watched it yet.
Well, I just started watching a thing last night, actually, on the CBS Live app. That was this. Yeah. CBS Extra. It's a CBS TV app, and it's a offshoot of Star Trek. It's called Star Trek Picard. I don't know if anybody watches Star Trek or not, but actually it seems like it's been a pretty decent series. So, I mean, I like watching the Star Trek series. I'm not no diehard Trekkie or anything like that, but I do like watching it. So.
Drifty, what happened to the live chat? He says.
It kind of stopped. Nobody was saying anything.
Oh.
Then he said, "God bless you," when you sneezed.
Yeah.
Yeah, today turned out to be a fairly nice day outside. I mean, it was real windy here, but it was up in the 50s, so it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. So that'll be cool.
It's supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow. Right now it's 42. It actually went up earlier today. It was like 36. So the temperature is getting warmer now. It's 7:19 at night. So
I just got home about 6:45, and when I looked at the thermometer in my truck, it said 51. So
yep.
maybe I'll be able to get the shop doors open tomorrow and get some fresh air in there.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I definitely. I hate having the doors closed, and we have those doors that's the full doors. That doesn't have that middle door, where you could actually walk through. So you have to open and close that door every time. They're not light. They might be made out of tin and styrofoam inside, but they still get heavier if you lift them every once in a while.
Well, see, at work, they park all the vans and stuff in my shop at night. And it don't matter if it's 10 degrees out or 80 degrees out. They never shut the door when they leave. I mean, after the last guy leaves. And there's been times that I've had to been up in the front office for a half hour or so before I was in the shop.
Yeah.
And I walk down there and it's 20 degrees in my shop.
Oh man. Drifty says it's 61 in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Drifty, how far are you from Lexington? I think I already asked you a couple times. Lexington, Kentucky. What's the name of that TV show we've been watching on Netflix?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, she says. Kind of got hooked up on that. It's one of those things that you watch the first program, it's like, okay, what happened? Then you get stuck watching the second and the third and the fourth, and 2.5 hours. I got some relatives up in Lexington. What's that?
It was an all morning affair.
She says I was watching an all morning affair. Well, anyways, Drifty, my cousin is, I don't know what they would call a high ranking sheriff for the Lexington Animal Rescue League. I think he takes care of all the people that abuse their farm animals. And also City Cab. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Drifty. City Cab. City Cab is my uncle's cab company. He has like 4 or 5 branches down there.
Now, is that just in Lexington or is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all Lexington. Yeah, he has something like 20 something cars. Would figure, you think, Kentucky, you think it's a rural area that has nothing but, farmland, but for a lot of people, I guess they don't have transportation down there, so.
Lexington's a pretty good city. Louisville's a big city.
Yeah.
They got some pretty good big cities in there.
I've never been, so I don't know,
Well, the funniest thing I've ever seen in Kentucky is there's a state park in there. It's called Big Bone Lick.
Huh. Yeah, Drifty, it's a taxi cab service. City Cab.
Hey, Mark. Mark, I figured you'd be watching the Super Bowl, not the Super Bear.
That should have been your title there. Super Bear.
Hey, it's Super Bear Sunday.
Yeah. Who is the Bears? Didn't they have a football team, the Bears, at one time?
Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears, yeah. They played New England back in the day. I remember that one. I think they played on Thanksgiving Day. It's going back when I was young.
Drifty, Louisville, Kentucky is about 6 hours south of me, but Louisville, Ohio is about 20 minutes west of me.
Forgot to smash that like
button. Everybody smash the like button, please.
Oh, yeah. I hit it before I came up here.
Yeah. That's cool. So, Mark, was you out trucking this week, or did you take another week off? He's probably out trucking, I'm gonna guess.
He says nope.
Oh, you're in Texas now. Okay. Well, knowing you're going to Texas, Mark, I could have gave you an engine to drop off down there to Twisted R.
Yeah, you never sent me a message regarding those tires.
Drifty, do you go to visit somebody in Lucasville? There's a penitentiary there. State pen. Or no, it's federal. Yeah, Lucasville's a federal penitentiary. I've been by Lucasville a bunch of times.
You didn't make any stops in there, did you?
No. Nope. No. We got the county jail not far from where I used to live at.
Yep.
And when they remodeled it and kind of expanded, there was people bitching and complaining about it. And my thing is I'll live close to one.
Yep.
The last thing they want to do is hang out there. You know, you want to jack my car, take it, get out, go.
We have one the next town over, which I'm right on the line. I mean, I could walk to the next town within like 2 seconds. So anyways, right over the line, probably about 4 or 5 streets from the line, there's a privately owned prison that they house all the immigrants that like travel over the border and they catch and put up there. And about 2 months ago, they had this big rally up there. And apparently one of the COs went through the picket line and he ran over, we'll just say 5 or 6 picketers. It was all over the news, you know. But come to find out that the CO didn't get any charges pressed against them for hitting these picketers because they were actually blocking the entrance. It started a whole uproar. After that, the news media dropped that story because the impeachment was starting.
Yeah.
So you didn't hear nothing else on that no more. Then it was all about the impeachment stuff. So
it's funny to see what's going on in the background when like the impeachment's going on and stuff like that. What they're sneaking by everybody, you know, while they're paying attention to impeachment, and
Well, you didn't hear too much about that once a basketball player passed away. They stopped saying that, and it was all over that basketball. Kobe there.
Kobe Bryant.
But hey, 2020, he'll be in office. You got my vote. Oh, this is so
yeah, if you guys didn't check out Nate's update on his non-drag bike here, his chain tensioner, go check it out, man. That's pretty sweet setup he's got on there. Nate. And Nate's going to do a meetup with Tampa Boy. That should be a good one. Let Tampa get the full Johnny effect. I think everybody needs a friend like Johnny. Johnny's good people, man. I like him. Five carts. Cool.
I think Nate should build him a nice little bike.
Who, Johnny a bike or Nate
Yeah.
a bike? No, Johnny had a bike. Johnny don't get no bikes. He needs 4 wheels. That's how he broke his wrist. We want Johnny on 4 wheels.
Hey, I got 4 wheels. I still busted my leg and shattered my ankle.
True, but
That's a freak accident. That'll probably never happen again.
It better not.
oh, especially since you stretched it and stuff, it'll be a lot more stable.
Yeah. The wife just told me, she said it better not. Yeah, I believe it's going to be more stable. There's a lot more weight in that front tire.
All right.
My neighbor's dog. It's a little tiny, what type? Pomeranian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To know I wanted one for years.
And I swear to God, they keep it in a cage. They have to because it barks
It's gonna
in a
yelp.
corner of my living room. Yelp, yelp, yelp all day long. Whenever they're not home. And these people are barely ever home.
You're heading up to Rhode Island. You're gonna take the seaboard bound.
Mark, trucker going eastbound. East to Rhode Island. You better stop in to see me, Mark. You just tell me where you're going to be parking that rig.
Yeah, he'll change you some tires, man.
That's it. I'm in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Just tell me where you are. I'll come and grab you a coffee.
And now you're talking his language.
Yeah. At the same time, I'll make sure your truck is running fine with the tires.
I think Mark's about the only one that drinks as much coffee as I do.
I don't know. I drink a lot of coffee myself. If it's not hot, it's ice. Mark, where you going in Rhode Island? Did they tell you to stop yet?
He said Pets Plus.
Pets Plus? Oh, that's right over here in Cumberland.
That's plus.
Yeah, it's the warehouse, I believe. They do all the dog food.
He said, "Yep, Cumberland." So
Wow. He's like 20 minutes from us, not even.
Let me see if I can get to the window.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can get over to a window. Oh no, you know, I'll go this way.
What am I?
I'll go over here. Yeah, it's amazing how bad somebody can mess up their own yard when they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to figure out what's on.
I don't know if you can see it there.
oh, and by the way, Mark, I did find those
Huge grade split like ours back here.
they were sitting on my workbench
Right there, he actually dug down about 4 feet.
right in front of me.
Do I have something on?
No, it started coming in when the other guy came in.
Everything works.
There we go. So that must be better. I must have had a link on or something. Somebody came on. What do you say, Mark? He said that's in Cumberland. If that's what he's saying. Yep, about it's
15 minutes from us.
yep, it's 15 minutes from us. That's I don't even have to fully get dressed. I could go and see you with my pajamas on. That's how close it is.
Drifty, I make at least 2 to 3 pots a day. There's usually a full pot in my thermos sitting on my counter, and then that thermos will hold a pot and a half of coffee. When I leave for work, I fill my big blue cup up and my thermos up. That's 2 pots of coffee right there. And then when I get home from work, I'll make another full pot, and there's some left whenever I go to bed. Nate, I'm probably going to stay on for another 20 minutes, maybe 8 o'clock, and then end it because I need to get ready for work tomorrow. I didn't cook my big Sunday meal like I usually do to have leftovers for the week, so I got to dig something up for lunch tomorrow.
I got some hot bird city for you.
That's what my mom asked, because we had my nephew's birthday party at my mom's house, and she's like, "Well, if you want some stuff to take with you, I can pack you some stuff up." And we went in the kitchen. Only thing that was left was baked beans and potatoes. And I'm like, nah, I think I'll find something at home.
Yeah. Well, Mark Trucker, if that sounds interesting to you, if you're up over here and 10 minutes away from my house, we could meet up for a quick coffee or something. I know exactly where you are. I used to do a lot of road calls over there. You'll be surprised. There's going to be at least 30 trucks waiting to get loaded up with dog food.
What are you cooking for dinner, Nate? I'm cooking some fresh tilapia. That's one of the reasons I want to go down and hang out with Nate. I want to go fishing, man. I want to catch some fresh tilapia, and
Yep.
that would be awesome. Cheesy Mac. Putting like sausage or anything in it, or just chili Mac. I'm sorry. not cheesy, chili. That sounds good. Bologna and ramen noodles. I don't even have. I ran out of ramen noodles. I don't even have ramen noodles in the house right now. I was thinking about that the other day.
I used to open up the ramen noodles, throw the noodles away, and take the little packet, stick my finger in there, and just get all the flavor, and just go like that. That's what I used to do.
Hey, when I went to college, we used to get the shrimp ramen noodles.
Yep.
For the flavoring pack away, because you could the one store where we went to college, that was just a little podunk town. You could get the ramen noodles for 10 cents a pack. We used to buy a bunch of those, like a buck's worth, and then they had spaghetti sauce, and that's what it was called, spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
Not really any brand name on it, just spaghetti sauce. And that was 25 cents a can. We'd buy like 4 cans of that, and we'd boil all them noodles up and put that spaghetti sauce over it. And we'd have spaghetti night for like $3 for 6 people.
Did he ever get back to you?
No, he must be driving or something.
So we don't have a creamy chicken variety. We have chicken, beef, pork, shrimp. I think that's all the ones they have at the store here. I usually get the beef and chicken.
Beef and shrimp for me.
I wasn't a big fan of the shrimp.
No. They got the other ones too, the ones that come in a little plastic container and you just add the water to the plastic container.
I was getting some of those for at work. But
yeah, that's what I do. I get the teriyaki ones.
Yeah.
And, a bottle of water, fill it up to the line, throw it in the microwave. I usually do like 2 of them.
Well, I bought like a dozen of them and took them to work and put them in my storeroom there off my shop. And I think security was borrowing them or something because I didn't eat 12 of them.
So much for that security, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I quit doing that.
Yeah, fortunately, it's just me and the owner. We can't find nobody that wants to work with us. We're a dying breed.
You work too hard for it for most of the modern people.
Yeah.
Younger people. Mudster. I've done that. I've done I've cooked the noodles up in the microwave and then put like the nacho cheese dipping sauce over them and made like mac and cheese. I've also made the beef ones up and added hamburger to it. I've made the chicken ones up and put the canned chicken in them.
Nate says he adds ranch sauce in his noodles.
Yeah. Now, one of the guys I went to college with, he'd make the beef ones up and then put ketchup on them.
Oh, man. Yeah. Matter of fact, talking about some stuff like that, gross stuff, my cousin Danny, the one I was just talking to about Kentucky there, he used to have coffee ground sandwiches. He used to put mayonnaise, then coffee ground. Yeah.
Now, my ex-son-in-law, he's still my son-in-law because I still see him more than my stepdaughter. but he was in the Marines, and right after he got out, me and him went to breakfast one time. His breakfast come out not as hot as what he thought it should be, and he drinks his coffee black. And it was pancakes, sausage gravy, eggs. He poured a whole cup of coffee over his whole freaking meal and started eating it.
Oh,
And I'm like, dude, man, I'm like, how the heck can you do that? He's like, when I was overseas, he said that was the only way we could get a hot meal. He said, yeah, coffee was so hot there you couldn't drink it. And then the food was always cold because he worked in the motor pool.
yeah.
And by the time they could get through the line, after the regular active guys went through,
Yeah.
the food was cold. He said, so that's how we started eating it.
Yeah.
Put everything in a bowl and then dump coffee on it, get it hot, and eat it.
That sounds gross, but you think of it. Once you put it in your mouth, it goes down in your system and everything anyway. So it only affects the taste buds at the beginning. But hunting and stuff with J and J.
Hey, JJ, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, the ramen noodles with the condensed chicken soup would be good.
Yeah.
Be like a creamy chicken noodle.
Willie, on his video earlier, he was asking about his video quality and his sound quality. But you know, Willie, it was perfect. Absolutely no problems, no issues. So your little 4G wireless hookup worked good.
Well, that last video I did, that tool video, I kind of knew it, but I kind of forgot because I was in a hurry doing that video, sort of.
The audio.
The audio.
Right.
The camera I grabbed in the morning, I forgot. It does not pick up good audio from behind the camera. In front of the camera, if I'm in front of it or beside of it, it's great.
Yeah.
If you're behind it, it sucks.
Yeah, because I turned the speaker all the way up and I was like with the speaker, like that. I heard it.
Well, and that was after I manipulated the audio in the editing. That was maxed out of what I could do with the audio.
Yeah.
Well, until it started getting, there was a clicking noise in there too. Excuse me, a clicking noise got in there too.
Yeah.
And if I got it up too loud, that was really annoying. So
you'll be happy with that DeWalt setup. That's a nice package deal right there.
Oh, I've used DeWalt for years.
Yeah.
And I actually found the Milwaukee set with the 1/2-inch drill and the 1/4-inch impact first. And that's what I was going to get because I had the M18 1/2-inch impact and the grease gun. And then after we started looking, my boss showed me the DeWalt. He asked me, well, you got DeWalt tools already, don't you? I'm like, well, yeah. And we started looking at the different options they had.
Yeah.
When you bought that 1/2-inch hammer drill impact or hammer drill and the quarter-inch impact, that Sawzall and the grinder came free with the 5 amp hour batteries.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 5 amp hour batteries.
You'll like that grease gun though.
Oh yeah, I've had that grease gun for over a year now, and
all right.
I love that thing.
Yep, that thing. You just take that and just there's no pumping, no nothing. You just push the trigger and good to go. Those are good on the loaders when we do the seals and the pistons and all that stuff, and then I have to go around with the loaders and grease fittings. You could lose track how many grease fittings are on load. I tell you.
Definitely.
Yep.
Well, the thing I like about it is you can set how many pumps it'll click out.
Yep.
And when some of the other guys help me, like grounds guys or whatever, like first service in the 0 turns and stuff,
yeah,
I'll set that down to like 6 or 7 pumps, and that way they don't blow grease everywhere.
Yeah, and I got mine set on 5, and another, like you said, 0 turns, but even like the tracks, we get a lot of tracks that we have to do on like the skid steers and all that. And then we have the the bulldozers with the tracks, you know, and just on each side of the tracks, there must be at least 20 fittings.
Well, our one wheel loader we got there, it's a Wacker Newsom. By the paper, there's 38 grease fittings, I think, on it. I think it's 38 grease fittings.
What's up, Captain?
Hey, Tom, Captain.
Well, you know what time it is. It's my bedtime.
Yep, I'm going to be on there for about.
I'll relax, and I'll keep the video on for support there, but I'll get off the panel. You all have a good day.
Night, day.
Good night.
All right. Yeah, guys, I think I'm only gonna be on for about another 10 minutes here, and we're gonna call the Super Bear Sunday over with, and hang it up for a Sunday night. But I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi, and maybe hitting the thumbs up for me and stuff. Hope everybody had a great weekend. No, Tom, it is not welded. It is shimmed up tight, but it is a basically a limited slip or whatever you want to call it. It's an open rear end. When you get that kind of wheel speed, I've seen lots of guys getting lots and lots of trouble with a positive rear end. Night, Drifty. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Thanks for the ramen noodle chat. Yeah, all my stock tractors were welded up, but my modified is not welded. I use bronze bushings, spacers, whatever you want to call them. They're bushings, but they're real thin. Put them on the axle gears or the spider gears, and the axle gears, and space them in and get them good and tight so that you can actually grab the tires and both of them will spin. But if you hold one tire, you can still spin one of them. Thanks, Captain. You have a great night too, but I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, Tom, for the slower, I say slower tractors, lower horsepower tractors, it's a benefit to have the rear end locked. But like I said, when you get wheel speeds upwards of 20, 25 mile an hour, if you get into a situation where that thing's locked and one tire bites and one doesn't, it will whip you right around. Like I said, I've seen lots of guys hit a soft spot in the track, and instead of that one tire letting loose and just pull you off to the side a little bit, it will actually turn the tractor directly sideways and get you wrapped up in the chain or hit the pan or whatever. And once you get enough money invested in them, you really don't want to be slamming them around like that. Not to mention, when you get older, it hurts a little more when you come off of them. Yep. I've seen that too. I used to, in my old stock tractor, it runs a Peerless rear end, and I actually had a set of cups made up to do away with the spider gears and made it basically a solid axle. Yeah, you can weld them up, and even then, Tom, you can space them Cub Cadet rear ends, shim them tight so that it'll give you the posi, and then because a lot of times though when you weld them up, they get brittle, and if you don't weld everything solid, weld the spider gears, everything all solid to the carrier and everything else, you're still putting a lot of outward stress on that carrier, and you can snap that thing, because that's I broke my carrier in a stock with a stock motor, stock 20 horse. If you really want to do it the right way, I know Midwest Super Cub sells a spool kit that basically just takes out the whole ring and the ring setup and the spider gears and everything. It's just your axle slide in and pin in place. That will give you a true posi. Or if you're looking to ever upgrade, move up in classes or anything, just find yourself a nice dirt setup and put the money out now. And that's one thing that where can you find McMaster Kerr is where I get mine. You have to look in the can't remember what the section number is now. I think it's just under shims, but you got to know the inside and the outside diameter of the basically the inside diameter of the axle is what you're looking for. I think mine are 1/2 inch wide. If you want to try it, you can use aluminum pop can. Make your own. They just won't last more than a season. That's how I did my very first one. That's how I shimmed my very first one up. I just cut out aluminum pop cans with a pair of scissors and cut the hole in it with a utility knife and shimmed them in there and got it good and tight. But like I said, they won't last more than a year, if that, because that aluminum just isn't hard enough. But it will give you the idea of what's going on. But I think when I did mine, I had 5, 10, and 30,000 shims to mix and match and put them in there. And they're not all that expensive, so you can buy a bunch of them. And if you got a really good parts store, you should be able to get them through there too. But if your parts guys aren't kind of apt on what they're looking for, they'll tell you that they don't make them, but they do. They're for shimming rear ends and stuff. So, like I said, I got mine through McMaster Kerr. So, yeah. I'm actually running a 2-piece fine spine in my modified right now, which it's shimmed up and stuff too. It's a good setup, but I do have a dirt carrier and axles and stuff to put in another rear end that I'm going to build. So that'll probably be next winter's or this summer, next winter's project is building that rear end. After I see how the new motor runs and see if I need more gear or not. So. All right, guys. By my little Big Ben here on the wall, it is just about. No, I don't have an 820 Peerless. I think I only have one Peerless left. It's in my stock tractor. I want to say it's the 2300 series. think that's what it is. Hi, Peeper. I'm sorry, dear. Yeah, you made it back. It's time to say goodnight. So, no, I quit collecting the Peerless transaxles and stuff when I quit pulling that stock tractor. It was almost at one point in time I was buying every one of them. I want to say it's the 2300 series. I was buying every one of those I could come up with, because inevitably almost every time I went out and pulled that thing, I'd twist an axle off. But the nice thing about that tractor there is it will accept a Cub Cadet rear end. I just have to make a clutch hanger and everything for it. And if I ever get that tractor back out and running again, pulling again, it will have a Cub Cadet rear end in it. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Much love, peace, love, gasoline. Yeah, it's always good to have spare transmissions when you're doing stuff like that. So, but yeah. Yep. Everybody, thank you for stopping by, and until we meet again, happy trails to you. Bye, Mickey.